Sunday night, just after 8 p.m., as the rain continued, there was a reign of terror in Orange Mound. Memphis police saturated Park Avenue at Pendleton Street following a deadly shooting that ended in this collision. From this perspective, you can see the victim's car with its hood crumpled. If you look closely, you will see a bullet hole through the driver's side window. At one point, this area was cordoned off as police were beginning their investigation. It has since reopened. The case is also open as police are still searching for the killer, something that could aid detectives. Surveillance cameras outside several businesses, along with a SkyCop camera. Tools that could lead police to those responsible for shooting into this sedan, where the license plate reads God's #1 fan.
On Sunday, February 4th, 2024, 54-year-old Paula Appleberry had just left a birthday celebration with her daughter and 3 of her grandkids in tow. It was a little before 8 p.m. that evening when the family reached the intersection of Pendleton and Park in the Orange Mound area of Memphis, Tennessee. It was at that time the sound of bullets started coming back to back, and Paula's adult daughter said, "Go, Mama, go. Speed up. Let's get out of here." As Paula floored the accelerator to get away, her daughter said they also were going off-road, and that's when they ended up hitting a pole. It was at this point Paula's daughter jumped out the car and began screaming, "Mama, Mama," but her mother was not answering her. She also tried to shake her, but tragically, she was not moving. On February 4, 2024, Paula Appleberry was 20 days away from celebrating her 55th birthday on February 24th. She was affectionately called Red by many who loved her, and she was a beloved mother, grandmother, sister, friend, and much more. Her loved ones said she was a God-fearing woman, and she was the sweetest person, and she could be loud, but everyone loved her. Paula's daughter said that her mother sang like an angel as well. Paula was from Horn Lake, Mississippi, which is right on the other side of the Mississippi-Tennessee border and is about 20 minutes away from downtown Memphis, Tennessee. Paula was currently working as a material specialist at General Electric in Olive Branch, Mississippi, and was said to be beloved by her co-workers. On the evening of February 4th, Paula was behind the wheel of her car with her daughter and 2 little grandsons and her little granddaughter, headed to drop them off at their home in Orange Mound in Memphis. According to her son, she had stopped at Baskin-Robbins, an ice cream parlor, and was having her ice cream while she was driving when bullets started piercing the car. What her daughter did not know at the time, when she was telling her mom to speed up, was that Paula was already shot. This is why the vehicle they were traveling in went off the road and hit a pole. Authorities were contacted and officers responded to the crash call on Park Avenue and Pendleton Street around 8:15 p.m. Paula was taken to Regional 1 Hospital where she succumbed to her injuries, sadly, from being shot. Then one of her grandsons was taken to another hospital in non-critical condition with the injury as well from the shooting, but is expected to survive. The other 2 grands were not injured by any shots, as well as the daughter. Memphis police said the suspect got away in a white sedan, and Paula's daughter would let them know she had no idea who they were. Her daughter went on to say, "No one was targeting us. I can tell you that. She wouldn't hurt anyone for them to want to retaliate in this type of manner. I don't know if it was the wrong place in the wrong time or the wrong person. I have no idea what happened, honestly."
Large crime scene is unfolding in Orange Mound. Thanks for being with us. I'm Shay Arthur. Now, Memphis police tell us a woman was killed and 2 children were injured following a shooting and car crash.
Heartbreaking news tonight, Shay, as a shooting and crash has resulted in the death of a woman here on Pendleton Street and Park Avenue. 3 children were also in the car behind me before it was shot at and crashed. The woman was transported and pronounced dead at Regional 1 Hospital. This all happened around 8:15 tonight. The 3 kids involved were all under 12 years old.
I just hear gunshots and I say, "Go, Mama, go. Like, speed up, let's get out of here." I felt her speed up, but I didn't realize that she had been hit already. So while we were speeding up, we also were going off-road. and that's when we ended up hitting the pole.
Irby was in the car with her mother, 2 young nephews, and 7-month-old.
I was screaming, "Mama, Mama." She wasn't answering me. I was shaking her. She wasn't moving.
The question tonight is who did it and why?
So the family is desperately seeking answers to why it happened and who did it. Whoever did this horrible crime seems to have mistaken the car for someone else's. Even Paula's tags on her car were personalized and said God's #1 fan. As the family grapples with the reality of losing someone they love dearly, on Wednesday, February 7, 2024, General Electric invited her family to a lunch and balloon release.
Loved ones remember a mother as police search for her kids.
As that family is grieving, they also want the person who pulled the trigger of that gun to be held accountable.
Say her name.
Red and white balloons fly high, representing the spirit of Paula Appleberry. Paula's community coming together in the parking lot of General Electric in Olive Branch, where she worked. Beloved coworkers and family. Through tears, they now comfort each other.
I can't call my mom anymore.
This was senseless. Like, there's no other way around it. This was senseless. No, my mother was not targeted. No, that bullet was not meant for her. If it was mistaken identity, I don't see how you can mistake someone with God's #1 fan on their tag.
A woman clearly loved by many.
She was genuine. She was loving. She was loyal. She was understanding. She was peaceful at times. But she was a mother all nonetheless.
I need to know who she is and how much she's loved.
Lost. I love her. She's unreplaceable.
If I feel like I'm wrong, who do you call? You call your mom. I can't call my mom anymore.
While the Irbys fight for justice for their mother, they're also calling for an end to the violence in Memphis.
It could be anybody's grandma. It could be anybody's mama.
Though it was tough, the family wanted everyone to know how special Paula was and that what happened to her was senseless and it was a mistaken identity. One of her sisters said the narrative needed to be changed about her story and people needed to know who she was and how much she was loved. I can only imagine how terrified everyone in that car was that night, especially the littles in the back. My heart hurts for her family, and this should have never happened. So many people are losing their lives behind things that have nothing to do with them, on top of a lot of DV in the Black community, and I truly pray for change. Please remember Paula for the beautiful mother, grandmother, sister she was, and much more. She should be preparing for her big birthday. Instead, her family is preparing to lay her to rest for a senseless act of gun crimes. Her family has created a GoFundMe if you would like to bless them, and I will put the link in the video. I am so glad that the littles and her daughter made it out alive, and my heartfelt condolences goes out to all involved. The Memphis Police Department said there are no updates with this case at the time of this video. Anyone with information regarding the incident should call Crime Stoppers at 901-528-CASH. Also, please don't forget to comment your thoughts and prayers for this family in their difficult time and hit that like button and share to make your people aware. And as always, remember, stay woke. Things change quickly.